Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back. Lots to talk about today. This could cause a couple of aha moments for many of us. And I've said this a ton of times before. Everything is energy. We're energy. We have different vibrations of energy. Chair you're sitting on, piece of paper in your hand, pen, phone, everything, all different types of energy. It all works together. But that starts with a vibration. And where does the vibration begin? At a frequency, or the vibration, then the frequency. We're going to talk about that today. Human frequencies. I understand a fair amount of it, not even close to what this woman is going to enlighten us with. She's a psychic medium. She reads people's energy, and we're going to get some insight today from our professional of the year. Cheryl Furze is back with us. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you reading my energy? What are you doing over there?
So let's see what we have, how far we can get with things today, because there's an awful lot of things to talk about with the frequencies. But let's dig into it, and we'll see how far we get. And if we have enough time, I can show you a few of the tools that I use if someone comes to me, or even remotely, what I can do to help people. Okay, so the universe was created by vibration. Okay, so vibration creates frequencies, and frequencies create energy. So frequency is the rate at which vibration occurs, for anybody that doesn't understand any of that. Okay, hertz, so you'll hear the word hertz, hertz, is the number of times a wave repeats or passes a fixed point in a given amount of time. Okay, it's a little confusing, but eventually people eventually get it. Okay.
Well, to your point, I've done radio all my life. Let's just say 90% of my life. I started as a kid. When you listen to the radio, it's a frequency.
It's frequency.
And yeah, and where does that come from? So let's say you're listening to a station at 105.1 megahertz, that's million hertz, because
Right.
there's a vibration from the transmitter that goes to the antenna that sends it out. If you're listening to AM radio, and let's say you're listening to 770, that's kilohertz, that's thousands of hertz, and it's vibrating to send that signal out. So we're doing the same
Correct.
thing. We're doing the same thing.
Correct. And frequency is exactly how any healers work. That's how readers work. That's how all of us operate with our hearing and everything. Okay. So, because everything is energy. So, it's the same thing as like cell phones and things like that. So, when readers are getting messages, it's all those vibrations and that frequency that we're getting. Okay. That's kind of off track a little bit. So anyway, so everything is energy, like you spoke about earlier, and everything operates at different frequencies.
Yes.
There's hundreds of thousands of frequencies. And to ever get into all of that to explain to somebody, it's very difficult. Okay, so human frequency is the rate that our cells vibrate. Okay. So when we're healthy, our frequency range is between like a 4 and to 13 hertz. Okay. Different parts of our body have different frequencies. The larger the part of the body, the higher the frequency. So, for example, our hearts are only like a 5 hertz. Okay. But our spine is about a 10 to 12 hertz. Okay. Our frequencies also aren't consistent. Our frequencies always are changing. Okay. So when we're laying down, our frequencies are higher than when we're standing up. I have that reversed actually. So because we're moving. So when we're standing up, our frequencies are higher than when we're laying down because we're lowering our vibration. Okay. So while I'm talking about human frequency, I'm talking about our vibration. So anybody that's talking about any healer or anything, we're talking about our vibration. You'll hear people say about you need to higher your vibration, you need to raise your vibration, or you need to
Mhm.
lower your vibration. Different things that are going on in your lives. Okay. If
You
we're
know what? Can I
exercising,
interject for one moment? You said something I've never heard said before. Lower your vibration. Why would somebody want to lower? We always want to strive for the highest vibration.
so when
Hmm.
we say you've met somebody that seems to be very intense and they're very hyped up. So
Okay.
sometimes it's that they've got their vibration is way too high. And so you might say they need to get grounded, they need to lower that vibration a little bit because if you're just flying all over the place, you can't even get anything accomplished. So lower your vibration a little bit so that you can focus.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. So when we're exercising, our vibration's higher than when we're like sleeping. Okay. So we're
Right.
up, we're higher. Okay, we're up. So like, excuse me, for instance, you don't want to be your vibration up so high as when you're always exercising and hype. That's far from healthy. Okay.
Hmm.
So the other thing is so when we're ill or when we're injured or even when we're in bad situations or we're around people that really we don't resonate that well or anything, our vibrations or our frequencies are affected. Okay, when we don't feel good, or say you're drained from a long day at work or you're stressed or anything, your vibrations then are too low. But the ideal thing is to try to keep your vibrations at a nice, even keel, we'll say. Okay. So you're kind of calm and you're kind of relaxed and, being able to just kind of handle situations very good. So when your frequencies drop below the normal rates is when illness is starts setting in. And you want them to be right where they should be. Okay, normal frequencies and you can feel it. You can always feel when something is off in your body. Okay? And so where we want to stay is like I said, calm, relaxed, focused, able to handle situations, not being able, not all stressed and everything, okay? That's when we're the happiest and when we are the healthiest.
Gotcha.
Okay. The other thing is that I want to talk about for a minute too is that to go back to with the manifesting, okay, because that's another thing that is such an important thing. So when we're talking about with doing our manifesting, when everybody wants to have these dreams that we have. So when you're manifesting, you would want to have your vibration matched with what you are manifesting. Okay. So you want your vibration not low, you want it up, you want it high where it should be because attract vibrations. I'm sorry, vibrations attract vibrations. They match. The universe will match your vibration. So whatever you are manifesting, you want your vibe, you want your vibrations, you want your frequency to match what it is that you are manifesting.
It almost reminds me
Okay?
of when somebody says, misery loves company. Well,
It's true. It's
right?
very true. Okay.
There's the low
So
vibration situation, and the low vibration people will, commiserate over a situation. And yeah. So yeah, totally. And I want to share with you real quick about this vibration thing.
certainly.
I have gone to the gym, and before I walked in the door, I'll say to myself, raise your vibration. Just raise it up, bring it up.
Mhm.
It's going to support you. Maybe a better workout. Just raise it up. And I've noticed I did nothing different. Same facial expression, same everything, could wear the same shorts, whatever. But I've noticed when I've intentionally thought, raise your vibration, people that I would see in the gym all the time don't even know who they are. Don't even, I don't speak with them. You're doing your own thing. They will be passing me like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hi, how you doing? And people will say
Right.
hello out of nowhere. And I am thoroughly convinced it's because I intentionally raised my vibration, maybe a little bit more. And I think they picked up on it, i.e., back to the radio station concept. I'm transmitting a higher vibration and they received it.
Right, because everything is noticeable. The way that it's shown on your face and everything is everything is higher, everything is brighter, everything is greater.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So
100%.
when your vibration is lower though, and you're mopey, not feeling well, vibrations are lower, frequencies are lower.
Yep.
Okay, so that means, and therefore, and as we all know that as we are in a situation like that repeatedly for a long period of time, we become ill.
Hmm. Which leads me to what I've heard, and most recently, that type of thing, that negativity in your life, low vibration, can lead to disease because it gets
Yes, it
into
does.
the cellular level. Deep in you might not even realize what it's doing to you.
It's very true. So when are working on someone, whether it's a cancer that we're working with someone, or even, mild stresses and things like that, we're always telling people you have to be positive. And you'll see doctors will tell you positivity is half of the battle of becoming well again.
Say that one more time.
Positivity is half of the battle of becoming well again.
Completely agree. And they even say that somebody had a positive outlook, they healed faster.
Yes,
They were on board. Yeah, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna work through this, as opposed to woes me. And I get it. I'm not minimizing anybody and anybody's situation. Um,
right.
but if you take that higher vibration road, if you will, it can lead to a more positive outcome.
Exactly. Everything. You feel better, you automatically feel better if you change your mindset.
Yep.
And so that is always so very important. So I always try to
Agreed.
tell people, if you're having a bad day, please try to turn it around to a positive in some way. What's positive? Something is positive. There's always something positive in your day. There's always something positive in your life.
Yep.
Okay.
Find it.
In no way is everything bad.
100%. And that goes back to gratitude, practicing gratitude. And it's been said also, if you are gracious and appreciative of things, the universe will bring you more. You have to be
Ex-
genuine, set the intention
exactly.
and all of that. And it's easier said than done. I get it. I get it.
Right.
I get
Right.
it.
Right. And so when we're doing our manifesting, and even when we're, like, you know, what we put out into the universe, again, like I've said before, what we put out into the universe, we get back. And when we have that positivity, the faster and the longer we hold on to that type of a mindset too, the universe brings it back to us faster, and brings things to us, our dreams, everything, to fruition faster.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that more positivity, everything comes faster, everything comes more positive, and everything, because we're not putting out. So like I've said before, if you're putting out positive, 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 positive constantly, and we're being very consistent with that, that's what the universe is going to keep sending back to us. But then we put in those negatives and it slows everything down. So we want to turn every negative right into a positive. So we just have to have that mindset of always doing that. Okay.
You said, and I don't want to run out of time because I want to get to the secret sauce. You mentioned what you use to identify frequency or help people in your work.
Yes. So there's a lot. There's a lot of different ways for you to raise your vibration. Okay. So you can use, eating a balanced diet, exercise, meditation, spend time out in nature, grounding, take your shoes off and socks off, walk around in the grass with your bare feet, connect with nature. That's all so natural for us. Doing things like that, listen to music are a few. Or you can make an appointment with me. I have so many tools. I'm a Reiki master. I have tuning forks. I have a couple of my tuning forks here. This is my 128 hertz. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it and make sure it's.
Oh, I see it for sure.
Okay. I don't know if you can really hear it a whole lot. This is one that I would use more for vibration. I would be placing this on different parts of your body. This vibration would go through your body, whether it's shoulder, hip, wherever's needed, a finger, whatever. Okay. This one is a much larger tuning fork. Can you see the size of that?
Yep.
This is like for your spine. Okay.
Oh, that was loud. We got that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What frequency is that, Cheryl?
This one is, this is a very, actually, you believe it or not, this is a very low frequency. This one is only a 64.
Now, by hitting the tuning fork around a certain part of the body, is it the vibration of the tuning fork gets into that part of the body? And how does the change take place?
So there's two different kinds of tuning forks. These are weighted. Again, they have weights on the end of them.
Yeah.
These I use for vibration, to put vibration into the body. Okay, more than I do the sound. And then here's a couple that this is more for sound.
Yep, got that one. High vibration.
Okay. This is for one of the chakras. This is a 4,160 hertz, as little as that thing is. Okay. Here's another one. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So that's more something I would be using it, and I would be using it and running it like around your head. Okay. And then this gets loud, so singing bowls.
Yeah.
That could be very loud. Some people I can't stand that.
I think it's cool, and it actually sounds very clear.
What do you think of this?
I don't think the connection here is translating it as well as it should be. It almost sounds. I don't even know how to process that or describe it, to be honest with you. What the heck is that?
It's a wave drum.
A wave drum. It does sound like kind of wavy, like it could be an ocean. How do you
like the ocean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have rattles. Can you hear the rattle?
Sure.
Rattles.
Okay, now my brain is always thinking, in a way it works is you do something, you like massage it, things come out. The rattle for a baby, I never put these two together. but you give a rattle to a baby and they shake it, and sometimes it calms them down or interests them. Is it also part of the vibration that helps?
It does because it raises their frequency, which helps them to heal and make them feel better and soothe them.
Wow.
Same thing.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah. Chimes?
Gong
Gonk. Yeah.
and my chime,
Yep. Yep.
plus others. And then I also have this little device. I gotta get it the right way in front of the camera.
Yes.
I cannot name this on camera.
I think I know what that is. Somebody mentioned it to me. Um,
This little thing, surprisingly, has 144,000 different frequencies in it.
and it goes to an app on your phone, correct?
Yes. And it does a whole variety of healing
I've heard
modalities,
about it.
all kinds.
There's some expense involved in that. We'll just say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Um, Scale of 1 to 10, how
This one was
beneficial?
about $2,400, that little device.
How beneficial? And I think they have different categories, so some are a little less, but then you have that. Um, Scale of 1 to 10, you're feeling in terms of how beneficial that device is.
This is very, very beneficial. So let's put. There's a story out there, and I don't know where exactly how you can find it, of a family, mom and dad, that decided that they wanted to get this device or start actually having their son, who had autism, terribly, a case of autism, could not do a thing for himself. He was not verbal. Um, and they said, let's
Hmm.
try him with this device, treatments with this device.
Wow.
He ended up getting to the point where he was verbal. He was able to feed himself. He was able to dress himself. He actually was able to be able to go out into the community by himself. So
Wow.
he went from not doing anything and out into an adult life of being successful.
Amazing.
So,
Um,
so yes, I use this on myself. Whenever I'm stressed out, I'll use it. When I have a lot of pain, I will use it. It's great. I also use color. I use chanting. I use all different kinds of things, whatever is needed. Because even color has frequencies. So think about rainbow, a rainbow. Those colors are all different. A red is a 400,000. I mean, sorry, 400 trillion hertz, and violet is 750 trillion hertz
the color?
frequencies. Yes, the color, because it is electromagnetic visual color. Visual.
Wow. I had no idea.
So it's
I
like literally everything is frequency. Literally everything is energy.
look at it this way. We put on music to feel a certain way. Happy, memories, whatever reason you listen to a song, music, whatever. But what's going on with that music? And it's all well known. You knew it since you were a kid.
Exactly.
It's a frequency. When somebody plays the drums, guitar, sings, they're creating a frequency, which is a vibration that goes through the air, which your ear, with the hairs and everything in there, interprets. And then you
Right.
can hear it. But amazingly, too, and just to illustrate it even more about vibration, there are people that can't hear that experience music because they're picking up on the vibration of it.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And right. And there are CDs that are for specific hertz
Yes.
to treat for specific illnesses or
Yes.
ailments. And the same thing, there's DVDs that are specific colors.
You can't
I
see my
have them all.
screen. You can't see my screen, but I have up here my Spotify playlist and an entire playlist where I keep in my library just what we're talking about. and certain sounds, and I believe it's 528 is the frequency of love. And
Yes, it is.
basically, it's just a drone, like, and I wish I could play it. I can't even. I don't know why I'm not seeing it come up here.
But it does, and they're all the frequencies all mean something different.
Yes, and that's
I
the
have a
amazing
tuning
thing.
fork that is for love. I have.
Oh, do you really?
I do. I do. I don't know if I have it handy right here in my basket of tuning forks. Let me see here's my 528. Let me see.
Not coming through as clear.
Can you hear it now?
Yes. And guess what? I'm playing it as well. And here's the freaky weird part. You can't hear it on your Zoom, but when you hit that note and it had a certain I started raising the volume of this is 528. It matched what you just hit. It was freaky. I've never experienced that. That was like wild. Like it almost like one went into the other, and there's all different. There's all different frequencies that are out there. You can find them on a playlist and just put it on repeat. I've gotten on a plane
Yes.
and put on noise canceling headphones, and just to pass the time of a long flight, I just sit there, and after it takes about a minute to get into the zone, because at first you're like, this is just droney thing going. After a while, I'm like, that feels good. All right.
Right.
And I just like kind of zone out. Sometimes you fall asleep to it, but it truly is all about the frequency. Thank you for sharing this today, enlightening us on all this.
You're very welcome. And so you can see where some people can still do some of this remotely, even if you aren't local and cannot come to my room, to my beautiful Reiki room, which I would love to share with everybody sometime. But yes, it's still, we can do it on Zoom, or I can do it over phone. I would prefer Zoom so that I can, play one of the DVDs for the color or whatever is, whatever needed. So yes, definitely. Yeah. I'm open for all of that.
How do we find you?
My website is dragonflyintuitiveconnections.com. I'm on Facebook, Dragonfly Intuitive Connections. And my phone number is 315-350-8824. My manifesting classes are going to be starting on Zoom on August 1st. Anybody can contact me and see the information on my business page on Facebook.
Great idea about the manifesting class, because I've done it. I've manifested. I haven't hit the points of the things that I truly want to attract. And I believe you need the insight and the schooling on that, of things to do, things not to do. It's a process. We can't just, if we could all just dream it and it's here, we'd have everything we want. It's a process. Yeah.
Yes, it is a process, and I'm going to teach it in the process also, so that nobody's getting everything all in one class and trying to handle everything all at once.
Yep. Thank you for today, Cheryl. Really appreciate it. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. I have work to do. I'm going to be listening to 528. I am. I need it. Yes. I need it today. That's all I'm going to say.
Very good for you. Yes, it is.
I appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll talk soon.
Think about your heart. Bring it right into your heart. Bring it right into your heart. Pull all that sound right into your heart.
It's all about the intention.
Yes, it is.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll catch up next week.
Okay. You have a great evening.
You too.
And a great week.
I'll
talk to you next week.
We'll be right. And raise your vibration, everybody.
That's right. Come on. Raise those vibrations, everybody. We can do it.
Why would we not want to? All right. We're coming right back.
Exactly.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.